Hey, Tiger Cats fans, your digital host Louis B checking in. Once again, wishing you guys a happy new year. And you know the Tiger Cats have been busy this week, last week especially. A busy week for the Hamilton Tiger Cats as a flurry of signings on the offensive line. And three of them are here with us, as well as the offensive line coach and Mike Gibson. Guys, thank you for doing this. I don't want to waste any time, so I want to get right into it with you, Coach Gibson, because you were hired ahead of last season. Of course, we weren't able to play last season. We're excited to play this season, but your initial thoughts in coming to Hamilton, why did you decide to join this coaching staff?
Well, to be quite honest with you, there's a lot of reasons. Number one, three of the guys are right there on the screen. I mean, they're good players here, okay? And you always like to coach good players. I've been in Hamilton previous, and I had a good experience. Probably Hamilton and, in my opinion, Saskatchewan are the two greatest fan bases in the CFL. I mean, they're what it's all about. And I like the area. I work with some great guys, or I'm going to work with some great guys, not only players, but coaches too. Tommy Condell and myself have known each other for years. I have a lot of respect for him. Same with Mark Washington. And, was a great player, great coordinator. And, his record in his first year as a head coach, I think, speaks for itself. So I'm excited for all those reasons, and just excited to, go to a good team and a team that really has a legitimate chance to win it.
Chris, you mentioned the fan base here, and of course, you had a long career with a team down the highway, but you had such a great last season with the Hamilton Tiger Cats. What is it about this fan base, and how did you take kind of the fan base embracing you in that last season as part of your decision to come back here to Hamilton?
Well, I mean, you're on the other side of it for as long as I was, and you know how passionate they are, definitely with regards to the Tiger Cats, and to be on the other side of it now and to feel them at my back, like kind of pushing us along and pushing us along. It's pretty remarkable to be in that stadium when 20,000 plus of them are going nuts and cheering for you, and then after the games and seeing the support you have around the city, it's you want to win for them, and I think we have the makings of one of those teams that can get it done.
Rev, how much did the idea of the way last season ended play into your decision to come back? Having such a great regular season and then, the Grey Cup happening, like, is there a sense of unfinished business, which is another reason which would have been one of the reasons you decided to come back here to Hamilton?
Yeah, no doubt there at all. I mean, looking at that, kind of missing that 2020 season was, that one hurt. You can see they put together a team. We had a lot of momentum going. We were ready to get that cup, and then, COVID happens. It is what it is. Focus on controllable factors. Thankfully, it looks like they're putting the whole team back together, and there's definitely unfinished business to take care of there, no doubt.
Sirach, you're the latest signing that we heard of last week. So again, congratulations on the new deal. What was it like learning from the two guys that are on this call with us here, Chris Van Zyl, Brandon Bravenberg? What's it been like learning kind of the tools of the trade? You're a younger guy. What's that been like for you?
It's been amazing. It's been awesome. Like, working with a guy like Chris all of last year, playing beside him was just incredible because he had so many little tidbits of little information that he just framed in a way that, like, I could understand, and just working together with a guy who has so much experience helped me out a ton, both in technique-wise and in just the way I approach the game. Watching him in the weight room, watching him in the film, like, everything is just incredible. And playing beside Rev, like, Rev's one of the best guards in the CFL, if not the best. So just being opposite of that is just incredible. Just having him to learn from, watch him, same thing, watching him in the weight room every day, watching him in the film room. It's great for me to learn and try and emulate.
Coach, having someone like Chris, who's had such a illustrious career here in the CFL, is it almost like having another coach in the offensive line room? I mean, a guy with that much experience, does that make your job easier?
Oh, I think no doubt. Experience is something that you can't take away from anybody. And the more experience you have, no situation is going to surprise him. you know, and I would imagine he has a book on every guy he's playing against because he's seen them. And, you know, that experience can only be a benefit to not only myself, but to every player in that room. And it's kind of like a deal, you know, when he talks, and I understand he's kind of quiet in a way. I haven't had him in the room yet, but, you know, when he talks, I'm sure people listen because he has that experience. He's you know, if not as, I think, you know, Sirach said it very well about Rev, but I think you could say without a doubt the same thing about Chris. If he's not the best, he's one of the best tackles in this league. And I've been very fortunate. I've coached some really good linemen in this league, and without a doubt, I'm looking forward to coaching him.
Chris, when you look at the guys who are on the screen with you, in Rev and Sirach, do you almost see them as like you at kind of their stages of their career? I keep bringing up your experience, but we got Sirach here who's in year 2. You got Rev who is entering his 5th year. I have to feel like a bunch of Ontario boys. Like you must kind of see a little bit of yourself in these guys on screen here.
Lou, to be honest, I can't remember back that far anymore. No, I'm kidding. Absolutely. I mean, my situation was a little bit different than theirs. I was never raised as an offensive lineman, and I kind of had to learn a lot of that as I've been going. I was a defensive lineman that was turned into an offensive lineman, so I was overly aggressive and had to learn a lot differently. These guys both come from that offensive line pedigree, and to be honest with you, I watch them play the game, and I still learn things. And not only just watch them, but I watch everybody. I watch offensive linemen every week, and I learn something new every week. And I try and add to my tools, just like I'm sure they are still. That being said, I admire both of them for their work ethics and what they put into the game, both in the weight room and the film room. And behind the scenes too, you can tell that they want it and they have that desire and work ethic to go out there and get it. So, yeah, it's an honor to be working with guys like that. And yeah, the rest kind of speaks for itself. You see what they do on the field. So.
Rev, similar question. You know, again, you got a couple more years of experience on Sirach, but very similar situations. You guys made your impact in your rookie season, and you really haven't kind of given up that role. So when you look at Sirach, do you kind of see some similarities, and do you feel like you've almost taken him under your wing here a little bit?
Oh, definitely. I mean, you can tell he came in and he was excited, ready to play, and I think he's developed a whole heck of a lot since he's been playing. But like Chris nailed on the head there, the dedication, I'd say just in general, dedication in the room is phenomenal to be a part of, right? I've seen some areas before, some teams where it's not quite there. You know, 1 o'clock hits, everyone's checking out. But we got a group of guys that's going to stick together, stay there, put in the time. And he's definitely one of those guys that's bought in and definitely contributes to that.
Sirach, what are you most excited about learning from Coach Gibson here?
Honestly, I'm just excited to have a different philosophy. I've heard he's very technical, and he's very I don't know how to say it. Technical is, I guess, the best word. He's a technician, so I'm excited to see how he approaches the game, the way he approaches film, and just overall excited to work with him.
Coach Gibson, is that an accurate statement?
I think my reputation precedes me. Yeah, the technical end of it is something that I take a lot of pride in. You know, I feel as a coach at this level, all these guys are talented, okay? I mean, or they wouldn't have made it obviously Chris for as long as he has, but Rev and Sirach as well. And my job really is they have a toolbox of already their skills. Chris mentioned it, you know, the tools. And my job is to add to those tools, you know, and to give them maybe a different way of thinking about something, or a different, you know, hand placement here, or your eyes should be here, I think, on this. And so I just want to add to it. I mean, they're all established players. And I think at this level, you don't come in and try to change people. You try to come in and add something to their toolbox to make them, you know, even better than they already are. And if I can do that, then I'll be very happy, very satisfied with myself. But yeah, I think I am a technician. I believe in technique. You know, in this group, I know that one thing about this group. This group works, okay? And in the offensive line, you have to have guys who aren't afraid to work. A real long time ago, a guy told me work ain't hard. And that's my philosophy. It ain't hard. Just go do it. And the results show itself up on game day, and then the results will definitely show itself up, 18 games into the season where we're going to be at. And this group will lead it, but there's other guys who will be there with us. And I just can't wait to get started.
Well said. We'll wrap it up with this. Chris, Rev, Sir Rock, we'll go around the horn here. We'll start with you, Chris. Your message to Ticats fans as we kick off 2021 here.
Oh, geez. We're back and we're hungry.
There you go. Rev?
Social media guys nailed it. We're fired up, ready to go.
Wrap it up, Sir Rock. Finish us off here.
Just wait and see.
Well said. Gentlemen, it is always great to see you. I'd rather be seeing you at Tim Hortons Field, which hopefully we'll be doing very soon. Thanks so much for doing this.